it is so important for me that I'm thoughtful about the environment and that I'm living in a way that's authentic to what I believe in. So obviously for me, SunRail is incredibly important because not only does it fall in line with what I believe in personally, but I think it's something that will just kind of elevate our whole community and make sure that we're all, together working to help the environment. I really think it just enhances your quality of life. For me, when I'm always, people are laughing when I show up, at a meeting or something and I've been on my bike or have walked somewhere because they say, this is just not something that they're used to seeing. But the fact is that on the way I've gotten to see people, I've connected with my community, I have felt like I belonged to where I live, and it really, really enhances my quality of life. And I feel that SunRail can have that same impact on a much greater, realm. Like I can't ride my bike, where SunRail will go, and to have the ability to still feel that connection to all of these other people in my community from all different neighborhoods, and at the same time to be able to get to see all the amazing things that their different little villages or communities have to offer, to go to restaurants and to go to dinner, it is something that I would actively go do, whereas now I won't, because I simply don't think that it's right for me to spend, an hour in the car. My husband and I chose to live close to where we work and where our friends are, where most of our life is, because again, it goes along with what we believe in as far as being environmentally friendly and trying to ride our bike or walk as much as we can. But this allows, an outing, like a big family adventure. Right now I'm not going to go out to, DeLand, to downtown to hang out because I don't want to sit in traffic or be in the car for a long period of time. And this way, if I took my daughter with me, we could talk, I could read to her on the train, we could have a conversation, we could, play, and then all of a sudden we're there and it becomes this really fun outing as opposed to, this, horrible car adventure. Our children are going to be educating us. She's already educating me. She's young. So for her to not have this as an option will make her leave this city. This is not a place where she's going to want to live simply because this is what the next generation, this is second nature. To us it seems like new and interesting and something that we have to think about, but this is not something that will be conscious to them. It's something that they're thinking about. This is just a part of who they are. I think that this is really important for the whole state of Florida because of the fact that, we got this great news that in the stimulus package, Obama has set aside some dollars for the high-speed rail. And the thought that we could be connected not only with SunRail, which would then connect us to the high-speed rail, so that not only do we have this connectedness kind of within Central Florida, but then with South Florida, with Jacksonville. That's just, Tampa. It's huge, to be able to have our state, with all of the amazing things that our state has to offer. And for me, I would go down to Miami a lot more frequently. I would, be able to go shopping, go out to dinner there, just things that just be able to connect with all of the different parts of Florida, which right now it's a little bit more challenging because it takes so long. It's never a good time to spend a lot of money on something. You can always find a reason why it's not a good time. But I think that it's always a good time to invest in our future and our kids, and to invest in something that will, in the long term, help the environment, keep our air clean. The Hispanic population struggles with asthma, and that's something that I'm always really thoughtful of, is the fact that, this in Central Florida we have a growing Hispanic population, and if we're not thoughtful about the air and what we're putting out into the world, a lot more kids are going to have asthma and have trouble breathing, and that's a huge deal. If this doesn't pass, I will feel devastated, because I will really feel that this community has missed on an extraordinary opportunity. I feel like I really, I moved here after I had lived in bigger cities because I really believed in this community, and I really believe that there's a ton of opportunity for my husband and I and for my daughter. And that is a piece of the puzzle. That is something that really just connects all of the other incredible things that this community has to offer. And I think if that is not here, that it really is something that would make me consider moving to another city, because I think that we need to invest in a cleaner, healthier lifestyle. And even though it feels like a time when we're all trying to cut back, which, by the way, can be a green thing to not be spending money on other things, but it's always a good time to be spending money, I think, on green technologies and on something like SunRail that is going to impact so many people's lives, I believe, for the better.